We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, opposed to secret oaths, opposed to secret proceedings. No official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, would interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.
All right. Welcome back to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host. Second episode for today. It is 6 a.m., July 4th, 2026. Happy 4th of July, if you're American. If you're not, well, happy day. How about that? Oh, happy days. Just did some dishes. That's about it. Doing a little bit of chores around the house. Still up. I figured I got plenty more to talk about, so I figured I'd do another episode while I'm off today. Let me plug my stuff real quick. I have a Buy Me a Coffee account set up in the link below. If you choose to donate to the channel, it helps the channel out. Helps pay for flash drives, pens, papers. Helps me catch back up my bank account from spending money on a new car. So, and it's an old car. It was just a car that I needed. My other one died. And if you donate to the channel through Buy Me a Coffee account, I will send you a bumper sticker. These things are durable as hell. My wife has one on a coffee mug. The thing has been washed 1,000 times. It's still holding up. I had one on my old car before it died. It had been rained on, snowed on, sun beaten down on it. Yeah, it held up. And you will also get a signed bookmark. I will sign the back. Unless you don't want me to, then just message me through Buy Me a Coffee. So yeah, if you donate, you're getting a free bookmark and a free bumper sticker. So, let's get on with the show. So the other day, Tucker Carlson was on someone's show. I don't recall. We're going to delve into it. So, Tucker Carlson and Marjorie Taylor Greene, to cut to the chase, are both leaving the Republican Party. First off, you guys know, by the way, 4th of July, I'm sorry, this is going to be a political episode, this one. Go through my backlog. I barely talk, I mean, I don't barely, but I try not to talk too much about politics. But if you don't like politics, I'm sorry, this episode ain't for you. First off, I'm smack dab in the middle. I consider myself a moderate. At this point in time, I'm kind of an anarchist, man. I'm pretty much done with the whole politics shit, but I do like to kind of observe it and make commentary on it. From the outside looking in, you know, I look at it as like football or baseball or something. Except there's lives at stake. So, there's pretty much my political view in a nutshell. Tucker Carlson. I personally like the dude. I've heard people go, oh, he's CIA, you know, oh, you trust him? It's like, I never said I trusted him. But then again, I don't trust anyone. And neither should you. William Cooper always said, like, don't trust anyone. Don't even trust me. And that confuses people. It breaks their brain. They go, what? I like William Cooper. I like listening to his radio show. Why would he tell me not to trust him? And he's like, don't trust anyone. And if I say something, check me on it. Make sure what I'm saying is correct. You know? I say the same thing to my listeners. You guys are smart, though. We don't have dumb people who are a part of the Conspiracy Corner army, you know? I've got very smart people over here, and we are a very niche crowd. That's why we have a small little army over here, because we piss everyone off with our views. But yeah, he has CIA family. I know that. Okay, I have. My father was a Luciferian Satanist who used to rape babies and molest babies. He's in prison right now. Does that mean I'm that? No. My family's Freemasons. I have like a whole Freemasonic family, a bunch of family members who are Freemason. Does that mean that I'm a Freemason? No. I hate the phrase, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because it's bullshit. We should not have to suffer for the sins of our fathers. I like to give people a chance. I know the conspiracy community is very toxic and just straight to guns a-blazing. Everyone's controlled opposition, blah, blah, blah. It's like, can we just give these people a chance, you know? Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's also leaving the Republican Party. So basically, I love Tucker. I love Marjorie Taylor Greene. I love RFK Jr. I love Thomas Massey. Rand Paul. Ron Paul. Matt Gaetz, he's all right. There's all sorts of, like, hang on, my brain gets a little scattered sometimes. There's a handful of politicians that I like, and they're all dropping out and leaving Congress and Senate, and they're all leaving politics. And it's very concerning. I don't blame them for leaving. They're very discouraged. And the system is rigged against them. Everyone in politics is either run by Israel, or if they're not run by Israel, they're blackmailed in some form of way that they're being controlled. There's very few. So let's get into it. The Republican Party is crashing, dude. The Republican Party is failing. The Democrat Party's not doing too hot either, though. I think people are just done with both parties, which is where they should have been years ago. Years ago, they should have been feeling that way. I've been feeling this way forever, you know. But I mean, it's good that people are waking up, but there is a part of me, and I'm not trying to be black-pilled, but it's like, is it too late? You know, you people, I've been awake since 2010, at least, you know, leaving high school. I was raised in a conspiracy family. Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes, like, I was screaming at the rooftops over a decade on this channel. And it's like, people are just now waking up. It took you guys 10 fucking years. 10 fucking years, and you just now waking up. It might be a little too late. We might be fucked. So why did Tucker Carlson and Marjorie Taylor Greene leave the Republican Party? Former Fox News host Tucker Carlson and former Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, once among Donald Trump's most prominent champions, announced recently that they have left the Republican Party. That's good. Tucker was not a politician. Marjorie, it sucks though, because I think Marjorie's not just leaving the Republican Party. She's leaving politics in general. We covered it in a previous episode, I'm not sure. And you guys know me, on break at work, I'll make new playlists. So if I do make a Marjorie Taylor playlist, I'll let you guys know. I'll try to remember to make one. That way it's easier to find on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, I will try to link episodes that are relevant to this down below in related episodes. That way I don't have to rehash myself. But yeah, it bums me out that Marjorie Taylor Greene is like literally retiring. And I don't blame her though. I really don't. Donald Trump is a piece of garbage. He's compromised, obviously, with this Epstein shit. He literally told Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's like, I'm getting death threats for my son. And he said, good. You know? And it's like, oh, that shows his character right there. Most prominent champions, they both announced that they are leaving the Republican Party. Both right-wing superstars. Yeah, I would consider them both right-wing. Have feuded with the president throughout his second term. See, that's the difference, though. You can be right-wing or conservative and not be a fucking neocon, you know? Or a war hawk, you know? But their split was provoked by Trump's war with Iran and what they viewed as the elevation of foreign affairs over domestic concerns like inflation and high gas prices. Yeah, tell me about it. Me and my wife, dude, we both work full time. Sometimes overtime. And we're not paying rent because we're living in a trailer that's already paid off. But this is a 2-family household. And me and her both working full time. My mother-in-law collecting a check. The house is paid off. We're just paying utilities. We're still fucking struggling. That's 3 incomes. And we're still fucking struggling. It's ridiculous. I don't understand how people have, like, their own apartment or their own house right now. I really don't. More power to you, you know, but it's insane. Although both have said they will not support Democrats, their defection points to serious divisions within the Republican Party that could weaken its prospects in the midterm elections and beyond. Dude, I know one thing, the Republicans are not going to win the midterm elections. So I got 2 comments on this, and I'll start with one. So, dude, the only ones who are still MAGA and or QAnon or pro-Trump in any form are literally a brainwashed cult. They did a state fair literally, I think, like 2 days ago at, like, I think it was somewhere in Washington, D.C., with that new archway that they built and shit. By the way, that looks like dog shit. Someone filmed it. It literally looks like dog shit. There's like a band of like 5 or 6 people on the stage, and there was literally like 2 or 3 people in the audience. Like, no one fucking showed up. People are so fucking done with Trump, and I love it, for one. And 2, it's just like, people are waking the fuck up. That means that the job that I've been doing for over a decade with this channel, it's working, you know. Number 2, I do not see the Republicans winning the midterm. Democrats are struggling too. I've always told people we should have been voting third party. I supported RFK for the presidential election. Just saying. But people are like, oh, he's third party. I don't want to vote third party. I'm voting Trump. Okay. And I had a bad feeling. And by the way, I used to be a fortune teller. My company was Jack of all trades, fortune telling, out in Perryville, Kentucky. My intuition is pretty good. No one bats 1,000, but my batting average is pretty fucking good. And I've been telling people, vote third party. Well, the third party will never win. That's why I vote Republican or Democrat. It's that mindset. If everyone stopped having that stupid mindset and everyone voted third party, the third party would win. It would be too big to rig, you know? But, you know, I mean, we would be in a totally different America right now if RFK was running. Just saying. Or was president, you know? Just saying. I had a bad feeling about Trump, and I was like, no. But that being said, I give a warning. I do not want people, if you're getting discouraged, by the Republican Party. Leave the Republican Party. Go for it. But that does not mean run to the other side. That does not mean that the other side is the good guys. It is two wings of the same bird. Donkey, fucking elephant, red, blue. It's the same shit. Left, right. Just be smack dab in the fucking middle. I've been trying to tell people this. Be smack dab in the middle. Be moderate. There are good things on the side of liberalism. There are good values on the side of liberalism. I know that sounds crazy. There's good values on the side of conservatism. Take good from both and throw out the shit from both. It's two wings, same bird, man. The Republican establishment has dismissed the pair as malcontents, and Trump has reviled them with his usual insults, calling Greene a traitor and Carlson a low IQ person. Okay. Donald Trump calling Tucker Carlson a low IQ person. I've listened to Donald Trump's speeches. It's not very intelligent. It's literally like, it reminds me of something that like, and by the way, I don't have TDS. I voted for him the stolen election with Joe Biden back when I was a fool. So don't even get in the comment section and say, you got TDS. I voted for him before, dumbass. The way he speaks, like, he where he just offhand does his speeches, it literally is, it reminds me of like a elementary school child. It's all usually like ad hominem. Like he says the stupidest, craziest shit. Yesterday I was watching a video. He said that him and his sons, he wants to give him and his two sons the Medal of Honor. I'm like, what are we doing here? Tucker Carlson, I subscribe to his podcast. I listen to his podcast on Spotify. I actually started liking Tucker Carlson before he even got fired from Fox. So I've been keeping up with Tucker for a while. He's very articulate, very intelligent. Yeah, so that's kind of, well, pun intended, retarded for Trump to say that Tucker is a low IQ person. Like, I don't know about that, man. Other conservative commentators have claimed their critique stems from animus against Israel. Good. We covered it earlier this month, man. Last month. It was a bill that we are merging Israel and America's military and top secret info, and it's fucking ridiculous, dude. We're basically the United States of Israel at this point. It sucks. That's why, like, honestly, like, I'm gonna go watch fireworks tonight, but like, I am in no way like feeling all like, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. I love my nation, but I hate my government, you know? And we're the United States of Israel now. Greene was the first Republican member of Congress to refer to Israel's actions in Gaza as genocide. Good, because that's what it fucking is. I'm sorry. I'm pro-Palestine. Israel's only been around for what, like 100 years? It's not even a real country. Israel and Ukraine are like not even real countries. Palestine has been around for like thousands of years. It's been on maps and everything. Like, sorry, that's history. That's archaeology. That's all sorts of evidence, you know. Sorry, Israel's a baby. Israel is younger than America. Put that through your head. We are only 250 years old today. Speak of the devil. Today. 250 years old. Israel is only 100 years old. You're a 100-year-old nation, but God promised you this land 3,000 years ago with a magical book called the Torah. Make this make sense. And Carlson has charged that Trump betrayed the American people by allowing Israel to push him into going to war with Iran. Trump is Israel's bitch. He's Netanyahu's bottom. It's just the truth. And I know there was something here recently, some fake news about Donald Trump saying like, Bibi, what the fuck are you doing? And whoa, look, I told you. And all these fucking conservatives and Q-tards and MAGA idiots are like, see, I told you that Trump's standing up for himself. Look, he said this to Netanyahu. Okay, cool. Where's the audio for that phone conversation? Well, no, I just read it in the paper. I read it on the news. I read it on, X, Twitter. Read it on Facebook. No, where's the audio of this phone conversation? So Trump is saying this is what I said to Netanyahu, and you're just believing it. God knows politicians don't lie. I believe people by their actions, not their words. So Carlson's criticism of Israel coming on the heels of his softball interview with white nationalist influencer Nick Fuentes. By the way, I didn't watch that interview. I can't stand Nick Fuentes. He's look, you guys know me. I'm pretty weird with my sexuality. I've been married to my wife, who is a biological woman, for 10 years. Before her, I was married to my ex-wife, who was with her for 6 years. I've been with nothing but women. I've had gay experiences with men. About as far as I would go. Like, I ain't gonna lie, dude, there's some smoking hot trannies out there that I would get weird with if I was single. Maybe even have a relationship with them. I would just say I'm probably bisexual. I have no problem with sexuality, but I do have a problem with Nick Fuentes, because it's like, bro, you've been caught watching gay porn on a live stream. You're clearly gay as fuck. You've been single forever. You act gay. You're gay. Just say you're gay, dude. It's okay. It's okay to be gay. I promise. It's okay. Just come out of the closet. That, and he's just, he's a troll, but he's not like a funny troll. Like, I guess my sense of humor, I just don't find him funny. I watch him and I know he's trolling, but I'm like, where's the punchline? Like, I like trolls, like Alex Stein 99, on the grind, pimp on a blimp, eating shrimp, Alex Stein is like fucking awesome Andy Kaufman level troll. I don't mind trolling if they're a good fucking troll. But Nick Fuentes, he thinks he's funny, but it's like, I just watch his shit and I get bored with it. I'm like, this shit sucks, Although Greene's loopiness makes it difficult to take her seriously, I don't know about that, buddy. Who can forget her fulminations against Nancy Pelosi's Gestapo police? Both Greene and Carlson merit consideration as potential 2028 presidential contenders. Okay. Dude, if Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson ran for president, vice president, and I don't care which one was running for which, because it would be cool to see the first woman president within my lifetime. And if it was Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'd be like, hell yeah. And by the way, I'm not even sure she's like full-blown woman. I mean, that chick is like more masculine than me, dude. Because I remember all these like right-wing conservatives like, oh my god, Marjorie Taylor Greene's so hot. And I look at her and I go, and by the way, I love Marjorie Taylor Greene. Like, her political views, I love her as a person. She's a beautiful soul. But like, I look at my friends who are saying that she's like smoking hot, and I'm like, are you gay? And they're like, what do you mean, dude? Look at her. And I'm like, looks like a dude. She's muscular as fuck, square jaw. Like, I'm sorry, dude. She's more masculine than me. It's okay if you're gay, but she's not hot. Don't get me wrong. I love Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she's not hot. But I could care less which one would be president, which one would be vice. And honestly, I would vote mostly for shits and giggles. They would probably rig it like they have pretty much every other election they rig. They've been rigging elections since like the 1800s, man. Since Edgar Allan Poe's time, they were rigging elections. But I would still vote just for shits and giggles, and it doesn't hurt to vote. But it would be cool if they became president, one of them, you know. Their political strength lies in their influence with the America First faction of the Republican Party as opposed to the MAGA faction dominated by Trump. See right there, America First. I agree with that. I've said that forever, man. Like, we need to be America First. Like, fuck Israel. Fuck Ukraine. Why do we have to swoop in and always fucking protect everyone else and the American people are suffering? Dude, I live in a bad fucking neighborhood. One day I need to just walk down my neighborhood and just film it. It's bad out here, dude. We're all suffering, but like giving billions of dollars to Israel, Ukraine. It's just sad. Although Trump was long able to keep both factions in coalition, they represent different worldviews that correspond to different historical incarnations of American conservatism. The America First Committee was the leading pressure group in 1940 to 41, campaigning against U.S. entry into the war with Europe. Okay, I didn't know that it goes all the way back to then. Damn. And I agree with that. I'm anti-war. In 1940, 1941, they were like, hey, let's not go to war. Although it began as a nonpartisan movement, America First became associated with populist nationalism and the anti-Semitism of spokesperson like Charles Lindbergh. By the way, anytime I see that word anti-Semitism, I don't even think that word has any merit anymore. Because I am anti-Israel, the government of Israel, and anti-Netanyahu, people would say I'm a Nazi white supremacist anti-Semitist. So I don't know anything about this Charles Lindbergh guy. I've heard the name. Is he the Lindbergh baby guy? I've heard the name. But I would, just because it says he's anti-Semitic, that means nothing to me. I've been called racist. I've been called anti-Semitic. I've been called every name in the book. That word means nothing anymore. They have destroyed the word anti-Semitic. It means nothing. Trump is reviving the America First label in reviving his America First label in his 2016 campaign, drew upon a deep and persistent strand in America political culture that fears become entangled in other countries, wars, and grievances, views immigrants with suspicion and hostility and distrust, internationalist policy as a project that benefits elites instead of American people. Carlson, who has articulated the position of America First conservatives in terms that would have been recognizable to the mid-20th century isolationists like Senator Robert Taft, understandably feels betrayed by Trump's decision to go to war against Iran. I have to say this, dude. Trump's first presidency, he fucked up on COVID. Yeah, he fucked up on printing money, and then Biden got the blame for the economy. He wasn't perfect, but his first presidency was not that bad. I'm not gonna lie, dude. His first presidency was not that bad. But this presidency now, dude, he came out the gates fucking shit up. And it's just continued down the road of just fucking shit up. And I think it's related to the Epstein files, man. And I've read what it says about him in there. And I'm thinking that stuff that's alleged in the Epstein files is probably fucking true. And it's probably filmed. And because he has done a 180 on every single thing that he's fucking said. But I just wanted to cover that. I just thought it was interesting that people are leaving the Republican Party in droves. But yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson have both stated they are leaving the Republican Party. Good. I hope the Republican Party crumbles. And I hope the Democrat Party crumbles. I hope both wings of the bird get cut off. Love y'all. Happy 4th.